Wake up. Nobody's coming to save you. You must save yourself. You're welcome back to my channel. Are you aware that one of the biggest enemies of your health is sugar? And no, I'm not talking about the whitish substance that comes from sugarcane. No, I'm talking about hidden sugars. So before I go into the details of that, there's a content I've seen trending, and I want to quickly speak about it or reiterate it. And it says excess sugar in the teeth is called cavities. Excess sugar in the brain of a child is called ADHD. Excess sugar in the brain of an adult is called Alzheimer's. Excess sugar in the blood is called diabetes. Excess sugar in the body is called cancer. Now, all of these diseases are reversible by implication, and it just means that if the source of the problem is taken care of, then the diseases can go away. Now, back to hidden sugars. I've spoken about the importance of reading food labels on this channel in my previous videos, and if you do that right, for example, if you pick a product and then you see a label that says 0.1 gram of sugar per serving, you might be tempted to think, oh, it's negligible. Wrong. What you should do is to look at the total content of the product and then do the math to confirm the actual quantity of sugar that is contained therein. And some persons have done this type of activity for different products before now, and this has been validated and revalidated. I've seen one done for the popular soda. I'm not going to mention any names. Any money manager. So when you look at that, what was shown, right, it was alarming. The quantity of sugar in that kind of soda, right, it's unbelievable. And when you think about it, nobody in their right frame of mind will sit down with that quantity of sugar and pick a spoon and then begin to scoop and eat that sugar, right? Because when you do that, or if you attempt to do that, your brain triggers something and then tells you to stop because it doesn't, or it's not normal, right? You have to be crazy to do that, except if you're a weirdo. And so this shows that for you to be able to take those products with that quantity of sugar that is contained in, is because the sugar has been masked, right, in other products, in other substances, and so your brain is not processing it as it will raw sugar, and so your brain has been tricked to see those things as palatable, and that's why you'll be comfortable enough to, you find people that can finish 1, 2, 3, 4, some people up to 5 bottles or cans of soda in a day, right? Someone can sit down with a bowl of ice cream and finish it up in one sitting and even go for more, or a big bar of chocolate or cookies or cereals. Like, this is the reason why, because your brain has been tricked to masking the taste of the actual sugar that is in those products. And this is dangerous because you then have a tendency to overeat these products, and when you overeat them, then it means you're loading yourself up with junks, with things that your body does not need, and that will end up harming and hurting you in the long run. And this is why this channel is here to put the information out there, so that you know these things and then you can take action. Now, it's not enough for you to know it. When you know it, you must take the right and appropriate action. My mentor, Bishop David Oyedepo, would usually say that it doesn't matter how far gone you are on a wrong path, the moment you make a U-turn, you are closer to your destination than when you started off. So, I mean, now you know this, you should take the right action and save yourself. And one other thing I want to bring to your attention is that science has been able to show that there is a link between the brain, colors, and food, meaning that your brain will be positively disposed to food that are packed in specific colors, right? So, um, I mean, your brain will be positively disposed to going to get food because it sees those foods being displayed in the colors. So now think about it. Your typical fast foods around, or think of any junk food that you know of, or any of all these, yeah, junk foods. Just think about the colors that you have them in, right? You typically find yellow, you find red, you find orange, you find bright green. This is because these colors have been proven to help the brain be positively disposed to the products that are contained in them. And so, I mean, science has been able to prove this, and these things have been used to influence our decisions over the years. And it's not a small amount of money that is spent on these types of research or these types of studies that are done. And unfortunately for you, it is not to your advantage. It is only to help the manufacturers and the producers of the product to sell their product, period, nothing more. Now, this reminds me of Pavlov's theory, right? I learned this in secondary school. Pavlov was a scientist. He had a dog, and then he did an experiment on his dog where he associated sound with food. So, whenever he wants to feed his dog, he rings a bell, and then he notices that over time, the moment the dog hears the sound of the bell, it begins to salivate even before it sees the food. So it elicited the reaction of salivating in the body of the dog ahead of the food. So it's not that the dog is seeing the food and then salivating. No, the dog hears the sound of the bell and then it salivates. So this is the same or a similar way that science and scientific studies have been done to associate the human brain with food and induce behavioral changes in human beings. And you should know these things. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. That's why you're watching this video now. And so please be aware of these things and take the necessary action. And then, these days when I go into a store, a supermarket, and I see their array of products, particularly food section, my brain is always triggered and I go poison, poison, right? Because that's what it is, literal poison. Be aware of these things and take hold of your health. You're 100% in control of what goes into your mouth, what you eat, right? Because, I mean, nobody can force you to eat what you don't want to eat. So please take the right actions and take the right decisions that will favor you. And then remember, my last video, I shared my secret elixir with you, right? Somebody would then say, oh, I used it, it didn't work. No, it won't work if your body is still full of toxins, right? You need to get rid of all these things that your body does not need so that you put it in a state where it can easily absorb the nutrients and the goodies that come with healthy food that you're going to feed it with, right? Remember the story in the Bible of the new wine in old skins, right? Nobody puts new wine in old wine skins. You must put new wine in new wine skins, right? So thank you very much for watching. Please share this video with your friends, your loved ones, your family, and your enemies. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye.